Hi everybody, it's Kendrick from Providence Tarot coming to you with the weeklies from Om Shanti Bookshop and Crystal Gallery, which is on East 14th Street between 2nd and 3rd Avenues in New York City. So the card that everybody got for this week is the Trapper, which is the Two of Wands, and this talks about things being revealed through action, right? This is talking about self-expansion through actions, drawing a line, making sense of things, and trying to balance things out through your own actions. Jupiter and Neptune are sort of squaring each other right now, so this could be making things a little bit tough, right, to understand, like how we're meant to act or what our actions will, get as a result in return. It's saying that, whatever it is that you're doing, that it's going to be for good reason because you got the sun here at the bottom of the deck. So this is understanding what it's going to take to complete something. Also, another card that came up for all of us is the Seven of Cups, which talks about needing to detox from an emotional experience so that you can move forward, right? In terms of like getting to the place that you were set out to get to anyway. This talks about victory, but this talks about feeling victorious within your emotions. And it also is talking about the truth of your emotions and the justification of your emotions, right? It's kind of like there are a lot of things that you might be feeling like are testing you right now. This is a conflict, and it definitely is with an advantage because you have a little bit more, you have more things to sort of like filter through, right? So it might be seemingly a little bit overwhelming, but you can deal with it. You just have to push past the fear of facing the things that you feel like make you uncomfortable, and also, you have to look at what's really going on here. You have to face the emotions, being able to embrace those so that you can process them. Okay, Aries, so your card for this week, 4th week of August, is the Hermit. And this is talking about going in and having these spiritual epiphanies, right? You're bringing light to a situation that you might have found some, darkness in, or there might have been, just kind of maybe some clarity that was missing in terms of like what it is that you need to do. You know what I mean? The 9 does connect with the 9th house of Sagittarius, which is talking about growth. So this is growth and expansion spiritually, right? Because Virgo is very, involved with the spiritual aspects of things, like reality-wise, like what can you get out of something, what is being provided, what is being produced, where is the production factor. So this is saying that you would like to see something meaningful out of this epiphany, right? Like, what are you going to do based on this information that you have received from yourself now? How are you going to be of service to yourself? Okay, Taurus, this is your card for the 4th week of August. You got the Matriarch of Vessels. This is the Queen of Cups, and this is cardinal water energy. So some of you guys may be dealing with a Cancer. It could be a Pisces, or it could be a Scorpio. For some of you, it might be a Scorpio because that's the sign that's opposite you. Anyway, if this is you, then you're feeling more inclined to nurture some experience. You want to provide some aspect of nurturing, like some part of yourself. You might be giving someone emotional advice about a relationship, or you yourself might just be feeling more in tune with your spiritual self. You might be feeling a little bit more empathic. You guys got the you got the High Priestess last week, so I think that you are definitely on your you're following your subconscious, right? You're listening to it, you're taking the advice, you're heeding to the call. Also, I feel like there's something that you're going to be receiving or something that you're going to be embracing that's going to make you feel a little bit more secure. Gemini, this is your card for the 4th week of August. Okay, so you got the Knight of Pentacles, which is a Thunderbird. This is also Venus in Virgo, and Venus is actually conjunct Mars right now in Virgo. So Venus is the planet of pleasure, harmony, and truth as well. And the 9 is related to the Hermit, which Aries got. So you might be dealing with an Aries Gemini, or you might just be needing to see, what it is that you value out of a situation that, you are providing yourself. This is talking about self-worth and understanding what that is, right? Staying motivated within oneself, being able to provide yourself with the things that you need and the things that you want. It is also talking about expansion in terms of like your money. So your money might be growing. You might be seeing something start to come into its full form, and you're very appreciative of that. And you can, it's kind of like finding a place of of justice, or right, or justification of something, kind of like meeting the goal. Okay, Cancer, you got the Counting Coup card, which is the Seven of Wands. This is Mars in Leo, and this is just talking about being able to fight against the opposition that might be coming towards you. Mars is definitely a fighter, and Leo is definitely fixed in the way that it feels about what it does. So you could be not changing the way that you feel about something that you have done or the action that you have taken. You might be finding, you know, some sort of justification for this action that you have taken. Then you might just be trying to understand what it is that you are bringing to a situation and how other people are reacting, or how you might be reacting to some of your struggles. This does talk about, you know, being very sensitive to the struggles and not blaming your struggles on other people, right? So this is kind of like just fighting through it, doing it passionately and doing it for yourself and not making it about anybody else. Okay, Leo, so this is your card for the 4th week of August. You got the Chief of Vessels, so this is the King of Cups. You might be dealing with a Scorpio, or you might be dealing with a powerful water sign, right? Or a water sign that affects you in a powerful way. You know, it could be a Cancer or it could be a Pisces, but this is saying that someone is fixing their emotions and they're not changing the way that they feel about something. And this could be bringing a little bit of tension because, you know, Scorpio squares you. So this is saying that there's some things that might be working in a situation, but then there's some things that aren't working. And you're going to have to push past whatever it is that you feel like might be making you uncomfortable, right? Whatever it is that you might be fearing, whatever it is that you don't want to face inside yourself emotionally, and just kind of like move on from whatever it is that you feel like might be controlling your emotions, or might just have like a hold on you emotionally. You know, it is Scorpio, so it's definitely talking about reimagining your power. Virgo, this is your card for the 4th week of August from the Native American Tarot deck. Wow, Virgo, you got Mercury, which is the Holstein Coyote, and that is the Magician. So this is talking about being aware of all of the different things that are going on, right? What can you use from this information? What are your tools, right? What are the different factors that are involved here? How can you really utilize something and turn it into something magical? This is also talking about the awareness of yourself and what you can provide to a situation. This is also definitely a new beginning, right? And you feel like kind of recalibrated in this new beginning. You feel fresh in your mind and you're ready to start something new, or you're ready to start something over. This could even have to do with travel or going to a different place, and it can also have to do with, you know, just kind of like mixing things up and thinking outside the box. There are many different ways that you can achieve one thing. Libra, this is your card for the 4th week of August. You got the Chief of Blades. So this is Aquarius, right? This is fixed air. So there might be something that isn't changing in your mind, right? You might have your mind set on something, or the concept that you have sort of like developed in your mind isn't changing. There might be a way that you would like to go about doing something, like in your own truth, right? You understand what your truth is, but you also understand other people's idea of what your truth might be. But that doesn't mean that it actually is your truth. Your truth is your truth. So you're going to act as such. You're going to think as such. And this is also about your perspective, right? You have a view, a big picture view on this, right? Whatever your situation or circumstance is. And this is why others cannot come in and try to influence what you already know about your reality. Okay, and this is related to Saturn and Uranus, right? Time, things staying the same, shaking things up. Scorpio, this is your card for the 4th week of August. You got the 10 of Wands, which is mockery. This is Saturn and Sagittarius. So Scorpio, this is saying that, you know, some situation has grown for you. Maybe your responsibilities have grown and you might be feeling a little bit exhausted, or you might just be feeling like there's a lot going on and you need some help to try to like execute whatever it is that you're trying to execute. Because the 10th house is Capricorn, and it's talking about executing things through your effort, and it's also talking about, you know, executive authority. authority, that type of thing. So you might be feeling like somebody has authority over you, or you might be feeling like, you know, a situation feels overwhelming to you, so the situation has authority over you. You know, it's kind of like being aware of where the opportunity lies within this situation. You know, you might just be needing to let something go, give something up, so that you can start over. So this is talking about starting over with something. Okay, Sagittarius, your card for the 4th week of August is the Spiritualist, and this is the 5 of Swords. So these are talking about challenges in the mind, and it's also talking about challenges in the mind and the belief in oneself, what you're capable of. This is also like, you know, not putting those thoughts into your head that are going to be damaging to you, you know, to your spirit and what you feel like you are capable of doing. The 5s are related to the Hierophant, so this is talking about, you know, institution and belief systems, right? Something that someone said or may have sparked a thought in your head that made you question who you were, and then it started to make you feel like your ego was being challenged or your ego was being tested. This does talk about, you know, being fixed in your head about an idea. You need to come out of that, Sagittarius, and realize that, you know, just because someone says something that you don't believe about yourself doesn't necessarily make it true for other people that might be aware of what this person might be saying. Capricorn, this is your card for the 4th week of August. You got the Warrior of Shields. So this is the Knight of Pentacles, and this is mutable Earth, so that would talk about Virgo energy. So this is talking about not feeling intimidated by the work or the process. This is saying like you being helpful or allowing someone else to be more helpful to you. You know, you're really making a detailed plan. You're trying to come up with a better way of getting things done efficiently. And then this is also talking about being able to change the idea of what needs to be done, or maybe being able to like change the shape of something. So, you know, you're giving yourself a lot of different options, but you're giving yourself a lot of different options so that you can see what works best for you, because you do have your eye on the goal, and you do have your, you know, your focus on some sort of satisfaction or fulfillment, right? This is, you know, fulfilling that purpose successfully. Aquarius, this is your card for the 4th week of August, and you got Contentment, which is a 6 of Cups. This is Sun and Scorpio, so you might be contemplating something from the past, you know what I mean? This might even be you thinking about how you feel about maybe a shadow aspect of yourself. The 6s do talk about moving on to a better place emotionally from an experience that you may have been feeling emotionally tested by. You might have experienced a loss, or you might be feeling like you are experienced like a loss of time, or this might even be like you just looking back and thinking, remembering a good time that you were having, like, you know, feelings. This could even be related to children. You know, you might be feeling like happy with the way that your children are working or whatever's going on in their life. This could even talk about you transforming from an experience past. Pisces. So your card for the 4th week of August is the Chief of Shields. So this is the King of Pentacles, which is Taurus. Taurus is talking about comfort levels. Also, it's talking about work as well. How you believe in the work that you do. Do you believe in the work that you do? This is also kind of like an elevated you know, sense of self and what you have produced, what you have made, what you have built for yourself. The Chief of Shields is fixed earth, so these are things that aren't changing. You might be appreciating some things. There might be some things that have been brought to your perspective that you now value a little bit more. You know, you're kind of seeing the bigger picture of value in your life, and you're you know, just trying to embrace this thing that isn't changing for you, that was always on your side.